It's a red card! You don't see where the goalkeeper is. You need to get some more money out, Robbie.
Hello boys and girls, and welcome to my player ratings for last night's victory against Manchester United. Presence blood. It's so nice waking up after Arsenal win. That feeling, I lost that feeling and what it feels like to win. And do you know what? That was a brilliant performance. You know, the first 80 odd minutes against Chelsea, they were brilliant. And it was the same again last night. But I felt that it was so much better. They were so more reserved in the way that they used their energy. You know, in the first 20 minutes against Chelsea, we went all out. You know, we could have killed the game off. But we burnt ourselves out. In the last 15, 20 minutes, we struggled. But last night, I felt that we were, you know, just taking our time. Used our energy when we needed to and reserved it when we needed to. So when it came to that last 15, 20 minutes, it was comfortable. It was easier. And we weren't burnt out. And, you know, it's brilliant. It's just going to take time. It will take time. There's going to be, you know, bumps in the road. We're going to have defeats along the way. And it's how we respond and it's how we, you know, move forward as a club. And what we like at the moment as fans is that we can start to see an identity within the team already. That is the key. It's not like we just won a game and you're going, okay, you know, nothing's really changed, but we got 3 points. You look at the West Ham game, for example, a few weeks back. When Freddie was in charge, we got the victory. But when you look at it, it wasn't a great performance. First half, we were dreadful. There was a 15-minute spell where we scored 3 goals. But apart from that, it was rubbish. But last night, that victory, you can walk away from it and take so many positives. We dominated Manchester United for the whole game. It was men against boys. You know, you look at the players and the way they stood up and the way that they dealt with any threat that Manchester United thought they would have. It was absolutely superb. I can't say no more than that. But like I said, it's going to, you know, take time. There will be bumps, as I said. But there's progression. And there's a clear identity that Mikel Arteta wants. This month is going to be huge because if we go out and get certain players that Arteta wants, then it can really kick us on for the rest of the season. And I still think top 4 is going to be out of reach. And the Europa League is what we need to concentrate on in terms of getting back into the Champions League. But it's very, very positive signs. And yeah, I am so happy. I'm tired. Don't get me wrong, it was late getting home last night. And yeah, I just couldn't sleep. Even when I did get home, you have that adrenaline, that buzz. And, you know, people will say it's only one game and it's Manchester United, they were poor. Listen, we played a lot worse teams than Manchester United and not picked up victories. And as an Arsenal fan, with what we've had to go through this season, it's nice. And like I said, and I keep reiterating this point, you're seeing an identity. You're seeing Arsenal trying to play a certain style. And, you know, we're not going to have the energy levels that Mikel Arteta wants, like a Manchester City, immediately. You know, we can't sustain that kind of first half intensity for the full 90 at the moment because the players, the fitness levels ain't there. But they will get there. You know, I'm really excited to see where this team could possibly be in 6, 9, 12 months' time. You know, when Mikel Arteta starts to really stamp his own mark, he brings in his own players. and the current ones and the ones he brings in have that same intensity levels for 90 minutes. So it bodes well, but keep our feet on the ground. Let's enjoy the moment and let's take the piss out of Manchester United fans because it's beautiful. With that said, I'm going to go and get into the player rating. Starting off in goal, Leno. And you know what? He'll probably get the lowest markings of the players today, but that's not because he did anything wrong. It's because he had nothing to do. He could have put a chair out and had a cup of tea. There was nothing for him to do. Couple of efforts that were straight into him. What more? It was a very, very comfortable evening. I can't say no more than that, really. Leno gets a 7, but not because he was crap, but because he didn't have anything to do. Going to move into the defence. First of all, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Sorry, but mate, do you know what? Fair play to Maitland-Niles. He's been absolutely superb over the last few weeks. I don't know what Mikel Arteta has done, but he looks like a right back. And we're not missing Hector Bellerin. It's as simple as that. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, he gets an 8 from me. He was brilliant. Going to move into the centre of defence. First of all, David Luiz, and he was immense. I said that against Chelsea, he was brilliant. And he carried it on. Commanding, talking to the players, encouraging. Absolutely superb. And he gets an 8 as well. Alongside him, Sokratis, and same. He was brilliant. Commanding, encouraging. He got a goal. And I give him an 8 as well. He was absolutely brilliant. On the left-hand side, we go with Kolasinac. And a bit of a surprise to see him in the side, to be honest. I thought he wasn't going to be back till January. But given the fact it was his first game in a while, it was really good. And grew into the game. Dealt with Daniel James. Body checked him a few times. And, you know, he had to be careful because he got an early booking as well. So brilliant performance all round. And Kolasinac, he gets an 8 from me as well. Going to move into the centre. The two that sit in front. First of all, Lucas Torreira. And he was an absolute machine. Brilliant. I can't believe that this guy was used by Emery in a 10. Oh my Lord, what a waste. And Lucas Torreira looks over the moon. He looks so happy again. This is the Lucas Torreira that we bought. This is the Lucas Torreira that you see from Sampdoria and from, you know, the international games with Uruguay. Absolutely immense. He gets a 9 from me. Alongside him, Granit Xhaka. And listen, you see just how important he is. You see what he brings when he plays in that pivot with Lucas Torreira. He was absolutely brilliant. And from what Mikel Arteta is saying, he's going to be staying. And he's told Mikel Arteta that he is going to stay. And I think that's good news all round. And credit where credit's due. You've got to, you know, give him it when he performs. And it's hopefully now time to move on from the past and, you know, what happened that day and everything else and move forward. Granit Xhaka, absolutely superb. And I'm giving him a 9 as well. Going to move into the attacking areas. First of all, on the right-hand side, Nicolas Pepe. Mate. Of all the players that had to score, but his all-round performance up until he came off was good. He got a whack just before he came off into the rib area, and it seemed to have winded him and took the wind out of his sails, shall we say. But he gave everything. He run Luke Shaw ragged. Like, Luke Shaw got twisted inside out. Some of the things that Pepe done to him was criminal. Absolutely brilliant. Nicolas Pepe, man. Listen, I can't wait to see how this guy progresses once he really understands this league and the language and he starts to, you know, get Mikel Arteta's ideas. He gets an 8 from me. On the left-hand side of that three, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, his work rate was exceptional. And he's even come out in interviews and said that the English press like to talk a lot. He's here and he's staying here. So listen, shut up. All right? Unbelievable performance. And only thing missing was a goal. But he did everything else. He was brilliant. His work rate. That was a captain's performance. Simple as that. He gets an 8. In the middle of that, we have Mesut Ozil. And I tell you something. I can't stop laughing today. Look, the overall play was just breathtaking at times. You know, it was on the ball, off the ball. He covered more distance than any player on that pitch. Over 11k. Unbelievable. It's as simple as that. It's Mesut Ozil of old. I don't know what Mikel Arteta's done to him. I don't know what, you know, is happening, but he's getting the best out of him. And I'm loving what I'm seeing. It's as simple as that. Mesut Ozil, he gets an 8 as well. Up front, the main striker was Alexandre Lacazette. And I don't know what's happened to his shooting boots. He needs a goal. Get that confidence back. But he run himself into the ground to the point he couldn't walk. You know, went down with cramp, had to come off. He gave everything. Only thing missing was a goal, but his overall play was superb. There was a move he did in the first half where he twisted up Harry Maguire. Oh my dear God. Good night. Thank you. See you later. The only thing missing was the finish. It was as simple as that. But I'll give Lacazette an 8 as well because I thought he was really good. Just the finishing. Substitutes. I won't really say. You know, Reiss Nelson came on for Pepe. He was probably the longest one. I'm going to give all the subs that came on a 5, to be honest with you, because they didn't really have a lot of time to make an impact. I felt Reiss done a lot of tracking back. Fell over a couple of times. Slipped over, shall I say. But yeah, overall, it was decent. So yeah, the substitutes, give him a 5. Guendouzi, when he come on, very energetic, did what he had to do and everything else. But yeah, you know, I wouldn't really say too much more than that. Saka coming on for Kolasinac. Yeah, I'll give them all a 5. Didn't really have a lot of time to affect the game. And we were going through that kind of period where we were just seeing the game out, to be honest. So yeah, there we go. Mikel Arteta, give him a 9, to be honest. What he's done with this team, what he's doing to the players and the way they're playing and everything else is just unbelievable. Picked a great lineup. People were talking beforehand that if we attack, Man United will kill us. No chance. I cannot emphasize how good we were. Manchester United caused no problems whatsoever. Martial spent all game strutting around the pitch like moody. And, you know, Rashford didn't even know he was playing. Simple as that. Fred, he turned back into a Flintstone. It's as simple as that. We were absolutely brilliant. Harry Maguire, £80 million. Are you serious? Behave yourself, man. Luke Shaw twisted inside out. Wan-Bissaka having to resort to diving to try and get something. Can't say no more, really. Simple as that. It was a brilliant performance. Mikel Arteta, he gets a 9. The fans, they get a 10. Behind the team, the atmosphere, everything, just perfect. Absolutely loving it right now. So there we go. That is it. That is the player ratings. What a great start to the year. I'm tired, but I'm absolutely buzzing. And yeah, listen, long may it continue. I think this break that we've got now will do us good. We've got a few days until we play Leeds United in the FA Cup, but that's not until on Monday night. So yeah, that break will do us good, and playing away from the Premier League will also do us good, I think. It might give us a chance to play some of the younger players and give some of the other players a bit of a rest. And then we go back into it at Crystal Palace in the Premier League, and that's going to be the big test. If we can go to Selhurst Park, pick up the win, then it's all good. So yeah, there we go. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you smash a like on this video. There's loads of content coming out this year. I can't wait for you to see it. There's the Blood Brothers final in 10 days time. If you go over to my Instagram, there's a link in the bio there. I'm actually going to include the link for tickets in the bio to this video as well, actually. So you can come along to that one. I can't say who we're playing at the moment. But yeah, it's going to be fun. That's for sure. Live final. Can't wait. Months of hard work finally coming to the end. So Yeah, listen, until the next video, I'll see you lot soon. I'm out of here.